Prince, I would love to teach him how to ride. We have no saddle, no bridle, nothing. So that was our first time doing that. And today has been one great day. I can't believe how good they were today. They're always good, but I mean, because of my hamstring, I haven't done too much. So I'm just like really proud of them at the moment. Today we're gonna take out Maverick. Well, first we're gonna start with Sarge, and then Maverick, and then Prince. And Maverick's 3 turning 4. Sarge is 5. Prince is 6 months older than Maverick, so he's about 4.5-ish. This is gonna be fun.
One of the last videos we talked about options of monetize the farm, and there were so many good ideas, and a few people said a B&B for horse people or just animal lovers that could be pre-screened. So I do have a guest quarters. This is my guest quarters in the video, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you the guest quarters, and we can figure out how there is a way to monetize it and how much to charge per night, or if it's even like realistic, or if it's just like, you know, a pipe dream. But I'm going to show my guest quarters and let me know what you think. As you can see, my riding is tremendously relaxed. I don't use fancy horse tack or horse saddles, and I really prefer not to use horse bits, to be honest, especially for my drafties. But a horse bit is just a piece of metal or some type of synthetic material that is put into the horse's mouth to allow a rider My horses are very vocal, as you can tell. That's actually Dorkina and Patriot talking to each other across the driveway. But essentially, it's to allow the rider to communicate with the horse through the reins using the bit. And I personally do use bits when needed, but I do prefer to minimize as much tack as possible, especially since the mouth is one of the horse's most sensitive parts, and it does concern me that if the tack or the bit is just correctly or incorrectly fitted, that's one of my concerns. So I try to minimize any type of bit unless it's needed. For like javelin, I wouldn't ride javelin today without using a bit. It just depends on the horse. To ride my horses until they are like closer to 4 years old, and Maverick is just 3 months shy from hitting 4 years old. And I've only ever sat on Maverick's back in the pond before, as you may have saw in that one video. So this is gonna be my first attempt to sit on Maverick's back. I know it looks like I'm skipping groundwork, but for today, Maverick and I do groundwork together. But for today, I just want to keep mine and Maverick's energy low, like just super calm and chill, and almost like this is more like a grooming session for me and Maverick. Nothing's changed, nothing's new, but this is our first time, and I'm just kind of loving on her and keeping our energies aligned and just distributing my weight on her back to see how I should do it. Wow.
It's my first time. First time on her back. Good girl. Oh, man. Oh, good girl.
I know people are going to give me a hard time about Maverick moving a few steps, but I'm not concerned about this. If she feels like moving a few steps, I'm perfectly okay with this. I'm just more concerned that our energies stay connected and like we're both enjoying this and she's not anxious.
Good girl.
This is going perfectly. Initially, I just wanted Maverick to support my body weight, and I wanted Maverick to feel comfortable supporting my body weight, just hanging there. Then I paused for a second so she could just process what happened. That's how, good memories are formed. It was not a stressful experience. Remember, stress is the enemy to learning. Horses have great memories, and I think that she's going to remember that nothing bad happened. This was not stressful. And then I'm ready to sit up.
Good girl, baby.
For those of you that don't know my sweetie pie Maverick, she is very affectionate. I spend a lot of time with Maverick just establishing or just maintaining our bond. And I know it sounds insane, but I communicate a lot with Maverick. And we do. I wasn't quite ready to take those first few steps, but Maverick initiated them. Maybe she wanted to take a few steps back towards the herd, and this is more than okay with me. I am going to just dismount it. I'm going to lower the energy and just let her process and form these new neuro connections and associate this with a good experience. Like, I want her to associate this with just as if she was getting groomed, but she loves to get groomed or spending time with me and the herd.
Hey, Janana girl. Hey, Javelin.
It's so funny. I know a lot of people put up their horses when they're training like a different horse in the round pen, but when I train my horses in the round pen, it seems like the herd comes over a lot of the times and just kind of hangs out there and chills and watches. It's like Maverick has her little herd. She's got her cheerleaders, and it is a beautiful experience for me that my horses they always want to be together. Like they could go walk around and forage or do anything, but they're just watching me Maverick in the round pen, and we are definitely benefiting from the relaxed state of the herd. When I first broke Sarge, or more like the pre-riding of Sarge, I used to sit on his back for a few minutes in the horse paddock, and it was lay down and almost like sunbathe, just laying on his back. And if he wanted to walk, that's okay. For me, the priority is that my horses are happy, and they're confident and curious. I never want them to feel restrained or like a captive to a situation that they're in. I want them to like have freedom to do what they want to do, and it's mutually respected. And I probably do things unconventionally, but that's okay. It works for us. Maverick look time in the round pen. I'm having an issue with the halter. I don't know how I'm gonna improvise. You see how my horses just immediately like just want to run away from me in the paddock. I'm just kidding. See how Maverick is? She's just like she would hang out all day every day. I That's why I wasn't too worried about riding her, but that was Ray a different experience, you know. There's Patriot. She's also watching the training session today too.
And then Maverick, that was the first time I ever gotten her back outside the pond because she's close to 4 now. And then Prince, I would love to teach him how to ride. We have no saddle, no bridle, nothing.
So I'm having an issue with this bridle because my dog Foxy got to it and I'm trying to improvise. Yeah, I don't think this bridle's working today. One of the goals that I do have for Prince, or the goal, my main goal for Prince, is to actually ride him completely tackless. So for a horse to do that, you have to have very good brakes, you have to respond to leg, you have to have an extreme amount of trust. I have tried it on a horse before, didn't work too well, but I do think that Prince has the disposition to be a horse maybe that you could ride without any tack. So I guess we're going to accelerate the training and we're just going to use a lead rope, see if I can work on the steering. So Prince, he's a big boy, and on Sarge I just jump on him. Prince I can jump on him too, but I think it's easier to use the mountain block today. Look at Prince, he's always so curious. Like, he likes to, he's like a puppy dog. He will just pick up things and play with them. When I first got him, he was a little head shy, you know, so I kind of let him get away with a lot of stuff because I just want him to be super chill and relaxed because I have big plans for him that I want to accomplish, and you need to have a confident horse to be able to ride completely tackless. That's Javelin. She's our alpha, and she's being super sweet today. I'm not sure if you could hear her like nickering, but my horses are very vocal. They nicker all the time. It's like super cute. And as you may have noticed, like I rarely address like any type of negativity that's in the comments or whatever. I'm a strong believer in manifestation, and negativity is just not aligned with the positive things that I try to manifest. So someone did mention, oh, you know, stop adding all these fake horse noises in your videos, but they're not fake. My horses are truly like very vocal. I don't, maybe that means they're comfortable being vocal. I'm not sure what that means, but my horses are very vocal. So I'm definitely improvising. I'm using the lead rope. good, I think. And you see the horses just watching him in his training session. I love how they watch. I think I'm sure they learn too. Control away. And a horse where you take its control away, this results in stress. And remember, stress is the biggest enemy to learning. And when a brain is stressed, the brain network actually starts to shrink. So you're actually damaging your horse whether we realize it or not. So unless one of my horses are putting me in a situation that is just outside my comfort zone, I just try to let them have as much self-control as possible. This is just a theory, but I've noticed that the healthier my horse's brain is, the happier they are. And the happier they are, the less bad habits that they will form. This is something that I have noticed with my herd, and perhaps it's just a theory, but I have noticed, like, I have had several horses that came here that would crib, they would bite, they would weave, they would, kick the wall in the stalls. And all these bad behaviors have gone. Like, I don't have any horses that are cribbing and weaving or biting. I think that's remarkable how he just stopped with just me saying "ho" like verbally. That's incredible how he just stopped. That's amazing, I think. There is this theory, in horse training that horses supposedly don't understand individual words, so therefore talking to them like is ineffective and we should focus more on our body language, and consistent cues instead. But I disagree. Like, I think that my horses do understand, and apparently he understands certain words. So I am very vocal when I train, and I think I disagree when people say don't talk to your horses when you train. I think that's not the right approach, but I could be wrong. What's your opinion here? He is doing so good. I do think that to figure out your potential, you do have to push your boundaries to figure out what your potential is sometimes. We've never done this before, and I'm just gonna see what happens if I take away all the tack and walk around the round pen and even trot around the round pen and just see what he does. So here it goes.
Oh, good boy.
Okay, my steering is not there. I'm okay with that. But he stopped.
Good boy.
The road back on just to reinforce everything that we've kind of done. But horses learn at different rates, and they all have different strengths and weaknesses. For example, I would never expect Prince to have the same agility to my mares like Janano, Maverick, especially Javelin. And I certainly would not expect Javelin or Janana to be able to ride Tackless today, or maybe never, but that's okay. But I do think that Prince has a superpower, and I think this could be our superpower together. On prior sessions, that were just non-recorded, I did use the reins in conjunction with the neck rope, and I spent the majority of time just working on our brakes, like transitional work, walk to stop, trot to walk, and even trot to stop. Like, this is so important to do. And I know Prince does give off this nonchalant vibe and almost like he's not paying attention, but Prince is definitely a silent observer. If you watch him in the paddock, he's very aware and like just pays attention. He just doesn't, he just doesn't. He just gives off this like cool as a cucumber vibe, but he's not dull. He's certainly not dull at all, and he's in tuned. He's just a quiet horse, and I just love his brain. Tackless riding can be dangerous, but Prince has given me absolutely no reason to have my guard up, so I'm just gonna trust him and that our bond is strong enough to overcome like any type of self-doubt that I'm having, which I'm not having. To me, this is an innovative type of training. It's very new, and I'm not expecting perfection. Like as you can see, my steering is not perfect here, but that's okay. And just like with Maverick, I really don't care if it's perfect. All I care about is that our energies are connected and it's enjoyable for both of us. This is so much fun and this is like highly mentally rewarding for me. This is a deep, deep connection of riding. And eventually I would love to do, the canter. I do have a little bit of like an athletic background, so maybe he would be great to me to learn how to do faulting on him. I do think that Prince is a special type of horse, and we have big plans ahead, but we're gonna go slow this time. We're not gonna go fast. We're not gonna rush. We're gonna go slow. And all my horses are special. That includes you, Janana. And one day I just hope to unlock her potential, and that's okay if we don't get there today. There's no rush. I spend a lot of time with my horses, as you can tell. Like, we're always together. I think Maverick wants to go back in the round pen and do a round two. She enjoyed this. And, next time we will work with Javelin and Janana. I think today I'm was quite good for riding for me. But I do want to go see Drakina and Reese, and I want to show you guest quarters.
Wow, that was an incredible training session today. That was Maverick's first time me sitting on her back outside of the pond. She's like close to 4 now, so I think this is the right age to get on her back and do just like basics. The vet said I can get on her back and walk her. Sarge was really good too. I haven't rode him in a while, so I'm going to use him to build up my hamstring strength, just doing sitting trot, and I'm going to do posting trot with no saddle, no spare back, just to build up my hamstring strength, and him too. And then Prince, wow, he was MVP today. That was the first time we ever did that. So it was riding him with nothing on. Then we got to work on our steering, but he has such a good mind. Just love him. Wow. How do you tell a kid that they've gotten too big for a pony? This is going to be emotional. Tomorrow, Channing's coming out. I kind of gave him Reese as his little. He's my pony, but Channing's his. How do I tell Channing he's too big for Reese to ride? And can he ride a Clydesdale? Hey, hey, baby. How you doing, baby? Drakina is doing so good. It rained a lot yesterday. Drakina, good girl. Come on, Drakina. Drakina we're just working on like following me in that draw because I like my horses to have that natural draw.
So it's kind of hard to see, but this is more of a game, more than just a game. When a horse follows you, it actually indicates that there's a big degree of trust.
This is Drakina's training session.
And it also indicates that the horse sees you as the leader, and they follow you around because they consider you a reliable source of safety and direction. So it's more than just bonding.
So glad it rained. It was so pretty. Good girl, Drakina. Every time I touch Drakina, there's like static electricity. I'm not sure why. Maybe she needs a bath. Good girl, Dakina. Mr. Rex, can you leave Dakina alone? We're in training. So basically, every time Dakina comes up to me, I want to be like best experience, best moment of her day. So she hits me. Be careful. Dakina. You're so pretty, baby. You got the noble head. The noble Phrygian head. Good girl, Dakina.
There's so much more to owning a horse than just putting on the saddle and going for a ride, you know. To me, this is more important than even riding, just forming that connection and then building on it, you know. That's what I think.
Yeah, every time I touch Dakina, there's static electricity. I'm not sure why.
Alrighty, let's check out my Viking pony Reese's.
Boy, Reese's is doing better. We have to tell Reese is riding. We have to tell Reese is. I'm Reese's dad, but he's Channing's horse, if you know what I mean. He's just a baby. He's just a kid. But I have to tell Channing that Reese is too small for him to ride. It's gonna happen tomorrow, and I feel bad. But I just think that kids outgrow ponies, and it's not fair for the pony to carry a kid that's too big for them. Right, Dakina? Ah. You better be good to me. So I do this game. It's like a scavenger hunt. I will get hay all around their wood paddock, their forest. So they spend hours trying to find it. Just for fun for them. Good girl, Dakina. I love you. Look at Dakina's eyes. They're the most amazing eyes. Can we see them? So to keep Reese and Jafina kind of excited, brain stimulated for the day, I always do scavenger hunts with the hay. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by a quick scavenger hunt. Like throughout the day, they get like 3 or 4 times. Because otherwise they eat the hay too fast. It's fun.
I do think just giving them like a scavenger hunt throughout the day, it takes me 2 minutes to do, and it keeps their mind busy for hours, so it's a win-win. I usually don't ever like throw their hay or their food or anything on the ground for them to eat. I just worry about dirt, and I was worried about leaves, but I'm not that concerned anymore. What does everyone think? Do you think it's risky for them to eat the hay off the leaves? I do think that it can be underrated how important it is to keep a horse's mind busy. Horses that have busy minds have more mental stimulation, which increases their overall health, and it can develop and maintain like the cognitive abilities. It reduces stress and anxiety. It prevents like those undesirable boredom behaviors. It can build trust through bonding, and it encourages a curious mind for a curious horse. So here's Rex. He's a curious emo. No, he's very curious and likes to play. Right now he's with my camera back there playing. I think he can be a little bit intimidating to some people or sometimes, although he's harmless for the most part. But that's Ema, and the other one is Rex, which is the boy. As you can see with Drakena, horses are strongly motivated to forage, eating hay and grazing pastures based upon just their inherent nature. In free-ranging horses, up to 80% of the time is spent eating, and for pasture horses, it's shown to be very similar. They will eat up to 10 to 12 hours a day, and in up to 180-minute bouts, so that's a lot. Yeah, this is the guest house.
¿Esto?
Come on, no, yeah. Yeah. So here we have the bedroom, here we have the bathroom. And the corner. This is the bedroom. This is the front room. Oh, show the horses. Come. Yeah. There's Sarge and Patriot. You see them? So as we spoke about before, I am trying to monetize my farm. And I know we said maybe doing a B&B, which I'm considering, but this would be the B&B guest house. So here's Sarge and Patriot. Here's the hot tub. It's brand new. It's only been used a couple of times. Here we have the hot tub. So then you'll walk around. And then here's the guest house. So the guest house, you can see, it looks over all the horse paddocks in the forest. And we have TV. And the big screen TV. This is the couches. This kind of closes like that. That's like the main bedroom. Here we have this is the pull-out bed, so this pulls out to bed. And then it's like a second bed. It's actually quite comfortable. There's a softener on it, and the windows all overlook the horses. Just in here and kind of show it. Yeah. Good. And then here's the kitchen. Here's the coffee table, the dinner table. And this pulls out too. And then appliances, KitchenAid, ice maker, fridge. Here's the storage area. And then here's the bathroom. Here we have the washer dryer. I'm gonna show the washer dryer. Washer, dryer, toilet, and then here's the shower. Huh? Yeah. And And these are the towels for the hot tub. Caliente agua. Sí.
Master bedroom. And this looks out to the horse paddocks, which wrap around the house to kind of see horses. So it's good to get some privacy with the barn doors. So there's like a group of people in this one bedroom. And then essentially this would be the second bedroom here, because it has 2 beds. And then this is the master bedroom. What do you think? Should I do it? Should this be a horse B&B? So it's the guest quarters. Oh, that's the guest quarters.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.